Walking out during a major PDC darts match? It has never happened before, but this darts player made history and was the very first player to do this. At the end of the video, we will reveal the player. You won't believe the reason why he walked away. Glenn Durant's fall from grace has garnered significant attention, but here's an intriguing twist you might not be aware of. In April 2022, he made a surprising decision to leave a PDC game early. This decision came to light after he ended a brutal 19-game losing streak by defeating Tony Martinez. Those 268 days leading up to this victory were tumultuous, coinciding with Super Series 7, a series of 4 consecutive Players' Championship events, and during the first 2 days, he suffered humiliating defeats, being whitewashed by Daniel Baggish and Brett Claydon in the first rounds with abysmal averages of just 70 and 74. Durant, realising that his subpar performances weren't going to cut it in the highly competitive PDC, chose to exit the block of events early, missing the following 2 tournaments. However, he returned for the final Super Series block, which featured 3 events on consecutive days. On the first day, he faced Davy Prouston in the first round, initially showing promise by winning the first leg with a 26-dart finish. But his form quickly deteriorated and Preston surged ahead, leading 5-2. At this point, Durant's average had plummeted back to 70. Moving on, during the 2022 Players' Championship Finals, there was a controversial moment when Roby Rodriguez was facing Joe Cullen in the first round. Referee Hugh Ware had some words for Rodriguez about walking into the exclusion zone, implying that it was affecting Cullen. This visibly frustrated Rodriguez, who appeared to give up during the match, going 5-2 down. He started throwing faster than usual and deviated from his normal throwing action, seemingly wanting to leave the stage quickly. Despite this, he missed a crucial double 7 that would have mirrored Cullen's checkout attempt. After the game, Rodriguez looked angry, but Cullen defended himself, stating that Rodriguez hadn't actually affected him and questioned the timing of the referee's intervention. Don't forget to hit the bullseye so you never miss out on any of our amazing darts videos. In the same round of the 2022 Players' Championship Finals, we witnessed another intense moment involving Mensur Suljovic. He was facing James Wade and found himself at a frustrating 4-0 deficit. The breaking point came when he narrowly missed 6 attempts at double 12, which would have secured his first leg of the match. Wade capitalised on this and quickly took out 56, extending his lead to 5-0. Suljovic was visibly upset with his inability to hit double 12, and in the following leg, he threw his first dart at the same target, only to miss again. However, he didn't give up. Suljovic then managed to hit the treble 20 with his next 3 visits, but he kept returning to double 12, determined to conquer it. Miraculously, he succeeded, winning that leg with a checkout of 91, thus avoiding a whitewash and making the score 5-1. The American player Stoey Bunce, who competes on the PDC-affiliated CDC Tour, secured a spot at the prestigious Ali Pali for the 2024 World Championships by finishing 2nd on the CDC Pro Tour rankings. However, his journey to reach this point was anything but conventional. At the start of the year, he reached the final of the first event, but failed to make it to another final in the subsequent 5 events. It was only during the 3rd block of events in Canada, specifically the 7th event of the year, that things took an unexpected turn. In the semi-finals, he faced David Cameron and managed to take a 5-3 lead in the race to 7 games. However, a peculiar incident occurred when Cameron requested a bathroom break, seemingly unplanned, after the 9th leg. Following this impromptu break, Cameron staged a remarkable comeback, winning 3 legs in a row to take the score to 6-5 in his favour. In the 12th leg, Cameron left himself with 80 points after just 12 darts, while his opponent was trailing far behind at 290 after 9 darts. This is where things took an even stranger turn. Frustration seemed to get the better of Stowe. He appeared to give up during his visit to the board, throwing the 2nd dart rapidly, and the 3rd with his other hand while he was already walking away. Commentators and viewers alike were left baffled by his actions. Cameron, despite missing several chances to close out the match, allowed his opponent to return to the oche. What followed was a frenzied and erratic attempt at finishing the game. Stowe rushed his next turn, and in the background, he could be seen kicking the air in frustration. Despite the chaos, he managed to win the leg after Cameron missed numerous match darts. This brought the game to a last leg decider, And in a bizarre twist, Stowe was the first to reach a finish, leaving himself with 78. He hit treble 18, which left double 12. He then hit double 12, but didn't initially think it had gone in, so he threw another dart at double 6, which he also missed. The referee had to step in to confirm the score. This strange game came to an even stranger end as Bunce went on to win the final and also claimed victory in the other 2 events that weekend, cementing his unexpected journey to the 2024 World Championships at Ali Pali. Lastly, Mervyn King and Michael van Gerwen have a rivalry that spans over 15 years. Their first encounter in the PDC was in the last 32 of the 2007 Bobby Bourne Memorial Trophy, where King emerged victorious with a 3-1 win. He went on to win their next 7 meetings, establishing himself as the dominant player in their matchups. However, the tables turned in 2012 when they faced off in the final of the World Grand Prix, Michael's first major final. King took an early 4-0 lead, but Van Gerwen rallied, winning 5 straight sets to secure the title. This victory marked a turning point in Michael's career, and he went on to win numerous majors. Following that win, King struggled against the Dutchman, managing to win just one of their next 18 games. They didn't play against each other for almost 18 months, until they met in the semi-final of the 2019 Players' Championship event. In that match, Van Gerwen raced to a 4-0 lead in the first to 7 game, and King seemed to lose his composure, throwing faster than usual. In one crucial moment during the match, King had a shot at 76, but rushed it, hitting the treble instead of the single 16 needed for tops. This seemed to frustrate him, and Van Gerwen even appeared to laugh at times during the game. King's performance continued to decline, and he averaged just 84 in the match, eventually losing 7-3. After the match, tensions were high as they shook hands, and King pointed at something on the floor. Van Gerwen voiced his frustration with King's actions, saying, "I played Mervyn King, he wasn't even trying. It was a disgrace for darts, and things like that shouldn't happen in the sport. I always give 100%.
It's not only lost concentration, but for instance, I played Mervyn King, he wasn't even trying, you know what I mean? It was a disgrace for darts, and things like that shouldn't happen in darts. And I always give 100%. No one can ever judge me on that, and things like that shouldn't happen. People, if they want to beat me, they have to push me, and for the rest, I don't care."
In response, King released a statement explaining that he found the throw-off distance on the streaming board to be too long. To compensate for this, he adjusted his grip and threw quicker. He emphasised that just because Van Gerwen was the world champion and world #1, it didn't mean he knew everything about everyone else. Their rivalry continued, with King winning their next meeting at the UK Open, and he also addressed the incident, suggesting that Van Gerwen shouldn't speak for other people. Despite the rivalry and occasional controversies, King expressed his respect for Michael as both a player and a person. Don't forget to hit the bullseye so you never miss out on any of our amazing darts videos. See you next time!